How's it going, guys? Today I'm going to be doing another collection video, and this is going to be the first video that I'm doing where I take one of my favorite directors and I show off all the films that I own that he is associated with, be it he directed it, produced it, or wrote it. And I'm going to do a couple of these videos, and these are videos that I've been wanting to do for a while. You know, just take one of my favorite directors and show off all the films that I own that he is associated with. And today I am going to start off by talking about one of my all-time favorite horror directors, John Carpenter. And the reason why I chose today is because today is actually John Carpenter's 67th birthday. So I thought that today was the perfect time to show off all the films that I own that he has either directed, produced, or wrote. Now, I don't own every single movie that he has worked on, like Escape from New York. For some reason, I just don't have a copy of that movie in my collection. However, I have seen them, and I don't have the biggest John Carpenter collection, but I'm happy with what I have so far. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get started. And like I said, all these films are either going to be directed by him, produced by him, or written by him. So let's go ahead and start it off with Christine. Really fun, awesome movie, you know, a killer car movie. You know, it's just a really fun concept. Really enjoyed this movie. Then over here we have The Fog. Now this movie has an absolutely amazing, creepy, and dark atmosphere. John Carpenter is a master when it comes to putting great atmosphere into his films. You know, given the creepiness, you know, the dark imagery, and The Fog is a perfect example of that. You know, the movie is set in a small town with a big, you know, fog bank going over it. Everything is dark and suspenseful, and you know, I think that The Fog is just a great example of it. And John Carpenter really knows how to build suspense in his films, and you know, just to add great atmosphere to his films. So The Fog is definitely one of my favorite ones. And then, of course, we have the timeless classic, Halloween. I'm not going to go into talking about this movie in this video because you guys already know it's my favorite horror film. You know, definitely, it's got, of course, amazing atmosphere, really creepy. Definitely one of the only movies that I think that people can say is a generally scary movie. So, yeah, Halloween, it's always been my favorite, and it always will be. And then here are two films that he had produced, is of course Halloween 2. Really great sequel, one of my favorite ones. And then Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. You know, this is one of those love-hate movies. I love it. I think it's a really great, you know, kind of original story of, you know, the Halloween mask coming to life and killing the kids. You know, it's just a great Halloween atmospheric story. And I would have loved to have seen what would happen if the Halloween series continued on the way that John Carpenter had wanted it, because he originally wanted the Halloween series to continue on and each movie be a different Halloween story, you know, not related to Michael Myers. Of course I'm glad that the Michael Myers, you know, the story continued, but I would have, you know, I think it would have been cool if, you know, if he had just took Halloween off of it and just started making movies like this, just Halloween-based stories. I think that would have been a cool idea as well. But there's Halloween 3. Okay. Now we're going to move down here to two VHS tapes. The first one is In the Mouth of Madness. Again, really great one right here. Then we have a pretty creepy one, I must say, Village of the Damned. Beware the children. I love that tagline. I don't know what it is, something about killer kids, you know, always gives me, or just creepy kids, you know, it's just something about them that I really enjoy in horror films. Then we have another hit, just classic movie, They Live. Freaking love this movie. I just really enjoy the whole concept of people being able to see, you know, put on the glasses and you can pretty much see people for who they are. and being able to see the corruption around, just the corruption, you got to consume and obey everything, and of how the media is, sort of consuming and can, control people. I think that this is just an absolutely amazing concept for a film, and John Carpenter just pulled it off amazingly in this movie. So They Live, one of my absolute favorites. Then another one of my absolute favorites is The Thing. What more can I say? Again, absolutely amazing atmosphere. Very, very dark, creepy movie. Awesome. I wouldn't call it a creature film. I'd call it more of a monster type film, but absolutely awesome movie. And the acting is great from everyone. So The Thing, definitely another one of my favorites. Okay. And the last movie I'm going to show off in this video, like I said, I do not have the biggest John Carpenter collection, but the last one I'm going to talk about is Body Bags. Absolutely awesome movie, great horror anthology. I absolutely loved, this whole film. I think I enjoyed the first story, and maybe the third story the best. I wasn't a huge fan of the second story, but this is definitely, an awesome film. Directed by both two horror icons, John Carpenter and Tobe Hooper. Just an absolutely great film. So Body Bags, absolutely awesome. One of my favorite horror anthologies. And that is it for my John Carpenter collection. As I've said, I know I don't have such a huge collection, but I'm always, collecting, and as soon as I am able to pick up the, his other films, I definitely will, and they're very readily available, so if I find them in stores, I'll definitely pick them up. But anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. Feel free to let me know what are your favorite John Carpenter films and which ones you have in your collection. And if you want to do video responses to this, feel free to, because I would love to see everyone's collection. So, yeah, anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks to everyone for subscribing and for sharing around my videos. It really means a lot. And happy birthday to John Carpenter. See you guys later.